Happy Friday, high school. How are you guys? Hey, we're going to just do some flipped staff calls for the rest of the year to save our live meeting times together because it's just, we are intense right now. It is May. We are intense. Almost May. Monday it'll be May. And you can watch the staff call videos in more of a flipped version, and we want you to spend time together. Some things I wanted to tell you about today. Today is Friday, April 28th. We made it through a crazy first week of testing. Oh yeah, we did it. We did it. We learned a lot. Here are some things that we learned that I want you to take very, very, very close note about. We understand that when you're at testing and you're killing yourself with your kids, with your students, and they're everything they need, and then you're getting emails and phone calls, and you're getting you're thinking about your lessons, and you're thinking about grading, and you're thinking about all that stuff. You're pretty much taking on a day of work for every day that you're gone, right? And you come back to work with 3 days of work and 2 days to finish 5 days of work, I guess. So I recognize that, and this is what we're going to do. This is our game plan, because that's impossible, and I don't want to do that. I don't want you to do that. That's impossible, okay? Yes, we work hard, but we work smart, and we are a team, and we know our priorities right now, and we know our needs of a school. So if you are SAGE testing during the week and you're out, you're live face-to-face testing, please make a plan to tell your students that there's going to be no live instruction for that week. They can work on their coursework. I love our high school students, but a huge percentage of them are behind, so they can have that time to get caught up, get caught up. So don't plan on teaching live very much this last month, because you need that time to get your students to turn in their work, and you need that time to be at testing and to do testing calls and to analyze your passing rates to the most finite way possible and get any help you can, tweaking assignments, taking things off, anything you can to have that student show competency and show passing of that assignment and of that course. So look at your schedule and do what you need to free up or allow that space to get those things done that you weren't able to get done when you were gone at testing. I'll come into PLCs on Monday and do just a little bit more specific brainstorming about that, because I don't want you to think, oh no, now I'm going to miss out on this, or I'm going to miss out on this, or my students are going to miss out on this. We'll just get strategic with it, okay? But I also don't want you spending an hour prepping and an hour teaching to 60 kids when we have 303 kids that are failing our high school. And those 2 hours of time, if you modified some assignments and sent them some different ways to show mastery, could move those 60 students. And there's Shelby. Say hi, Shelby. And then so I want you to look at those things on your schedule and figure out. I'm not saying, oh yay, you only get to work 1 hour a day now, okay? Because believe it or not, we're all working long hours, and it's just the end of the year, and most teachers at brick and mortar, they're working long hours too. That is the life of a teacher right now. So I'm trying to clear the path for you so that you can get the things that are most important done. But I'm not clearing the path saying, yay, now you get to just sleep in bed all day. I wish we could. We could do that on the weekends. So free up your live teaching time to utilize that time to get students to turn in work, okay? And utilize that time to get students to show competency and passing your class. That will look differently to you. And there might be some high students that need some things modified for them too. But I'm going to be I'm going to say that a lot these past few weeks, that you're smart enough in your area and you're smart enough in the needs of our school that if I said to you, you have, 20% passing and you know you need to get 60 to 80% of your students up to passing. How's that use of your time look? And if prepping for an hour and teaching for an hour doesn't quite really meet, that big of a goal that we have, what could we do in that 1 hour of prep, 1 hour of teaching that could meet that goal? And that's what I want you to focus on. If you're an elective teacher, we only have 5 weeks left of school. It's time to start sending those students their plan to pass, okay? How exactly are they going to pass? What coursework, what assignment, what modifications, so that they can just pass at this point. You have my help, Brittany's help, we have Fast Help, we have our head of school help, we have all the other admin support. I don't want you to feel alone in this. If you need me to help make some plans to pass with you, if you need me to help modify assignments with you, if you need me to get you an engagement buddy to help call some people, like I am so appreciative of everyone and I'm so appreciative of this school. But at this point, I want action and work and things to come into fruition, and we can be creative and strategic. You don't need to worry about your auto dials, okay? You don't need to worry about hours of prep and hours of instruction. You need to worry about assignments, students, and testing, okay? And setting weekly goals and managing those goals for your students to pass. I also wanted to remind you of this. I'm sorry about the prom email that I sent that was like, remember, it's an expectation. That was my fault that I didn't know sooner the expectation for prom. We have enough for prom, so thank you. But I did want to tell you that beforehand, graduation is coming up. And it's expected that everyone from the high school attends graduation because it's amazing and we get to see our students and we get to feel what really does happen at our school, and we get to just connect together and take care of them and take care of each other. And so graduation is an expectation for the high school teachers to be there. If you have clarifications or needs things for me about that, just email me or call me or text me. It's fine, okay? But Friday, June 2nd, right after PD, we'll have a couple hour break from PD and then we'll meet there. I think it will meet there at 6 o'clock. But there will be lots more things about that. So Friday, June 2nd for graduation. One more last thing. I cannot tell you how proud I am to be in this interim principal role with you guys. I have had my eyes open and my heart open to a world at our school that I didn't know about. And you have been doing crazy hard things all year, and I recognize that, and our students recognize that, and the other admin recognizes that. Sometimes I bet you feel like all we say is, oh, the passing rates are this low and blah blah. We don't. We say, wow, look at what this teacher did. We say, wow, look at what this student said about their teacher. We said, what can we do to help our teachers? We say, what training do they need? What support do they need? What things do they need to clear from their path? Thank you so much for sacrificing and being willing to put in over and above your time and your dedication to our school goals. I know that this end of the year is crazy. I mean, I had to take a good 4 hours and completely unwind from how crazy my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were, or my head was going to explode. So I know you're feeling the same thing. I know. Please be strategic with taking care of yourself and your family and your work needs. If your cup isn't filled, you're not going to be able to do your job well. You're not going to be able to communicate with your loved ones well. And that's on you. We're all on overwhelm. We're all on cray-cray. But we can't use it as an excuse to not do the things that we know need to happen. On my end, on your end, on every end of our school. I'm so excited for the things at our school. And I'm so appreciative of you guys just taking week by week with me at this new role and figuring this out with me and proving to me how incredible you are, proving to all of us. I think that's all I wanted to remind you about for staff call. Sorry about the prom miscommunication, and prom's gonna be way fun. I'm gonna be there, so it'll be fun to see who's over there. Graduation expectations, focus on passing rates, showing course competency, plans to pass. Probably don't assign a lot of new work at this point, right? I mean, when I taught school, I wouldn't add these last month, oh, here's a whole new unit and a whole new project. You know, we're doing our ice cream party, we're doing our track, you know. I mean, you think about the things that our kids are going to school and doing this last month of school. Their teachers are adding like, oh, here's a whole new project to do and here's 20 new assignments, you know. They're basically in review mode and in test mode and in cleanup mode and in finishing work that wasn't done mode. So let's look at that for us too. How can we match the same thing in our model, right? That's what I really want you to think about. And I'm going to ask you about that in Monday in PLC. I'm going to ask you, what are you going to do for this last month that's just a lot more specific to our school needs and a lot more clear the path for our students too. Because at this point, we know students, parents, teachers, admin, it's just that education life. But you know what? I love it. And I think you guys are awesome. And we are awesome. And our school is going to show crazy amounts of turnaround and success. And I can't wait. And we're doing it together. And we got this so hard. Thanks, you guys. Bye. Happy Friday.